You are watching the Couch segment with the Hoe, and we at
the Alabama State University. Y'all see how I turn real quick? Stop playing. Cool.
What's up, y'all? Y'all back with the Hoe. I'm Miles Patton.
I'm JJ Lewis.
And I'm Haley Montgomery.
And you're with the Couch segment as always.
And we got a couple guests today. We're gonna start over here in the left corner.
Well, my name is Kevin Spraggins. I'm a senior marketing major here at Alabama State University.
What's going on? My name is Khalil Watts. I'm a junior social work major at Alabama State University.
Hey y'all, I'm Kenya Goins. I'm a political science major and I'm currently a junior.
What's up? I'm Jenna Copeland from Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I am a junior communication studies major.
And today we're talking about
The false perceptions of HBCUs and PWIs.
So we're gonna ask everybody. We got I myself, I go to a PWI.
I go to a PWI as well.
And Haley goes to a PWI in Memphis, so it's kind of like a PWI in a black city, if you get what we're going for. And everyone else goes to a HBCU, so we're gonna give our perspectives, they're gonna give theirs on the topic we discussed today. So my first question I ask you, JJ, is like, what was your perception of your PWI? And make sure you tell everybody what that is and where you go before you went.
So a PWI is a predominantly white institution. And my PWI is University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. And my perception was it wasn't a growing institution as far as the black population. In the 2000s, they used to have a huge Greek population as far as MPAC, but now it was dwindling. So it wasn't a large population as we turned over to our urban kind of campus. So they tried to basically kick all the minorities out of the university so that it could grow urbanly. So that was kind of my, my perception of my PWI. So
what about you, Haley?
My perception of Memphis before I went was basically, it was a PWI in a African American city. Before going, I thought it was going to be, I don't know.
Kind of lame, kind of like you wouldn't like it?
No. I thought it was going to be a
culture.
party school. Yeah, more culture, more Haley was going to get done what she needed to get done. But that changed after I actually got there.
So what y'all think? I'll let whoever want to start.
You're talking about PWI.
No, we talking about y'all. Y'all.
Well, I'll start. Before I came to Alabama State, the way I saw this school was I thought it was going to be like how different world is. I thought it was going to be a lot of love, a lot of unity, everybody was going to be together as a collective, but it was like when I got here my first day, I kid y'all not, I walked around like this the whole day with attitude because it wasn't what I thought it was. State was not the vibe of this school. It was so heavy, it was so negative, and it was like I got my hopes up before I came. I'm like, I'm gonna go to the Alabama State, they got the best dancers, they got the best band, and when I got here, it was like everything was just so separated. The university and the students weren't even united, it wasn't one. It's been a lack of communication here, and it's like ever since I've gotten here, it's made me want to, like I said, I'm a political science major, so it's made me want to, go down that path and really like start change and start to do stuff. But then again, it's like also being here at Alabama State, it's like only the strong survive. Like this school can weigh you down and it'll make you like want to give up also, It's like being here, you see the things you want to change and it's like I want to change stuff, but then I'll get like, tired and frustrated or lazy. So, I don't know, I guess the way I perceive my HBCU is I have a love and hate relationship with it. I loved it before I came here and as I've gotten here, I've continued to love it, but I've started to hate it as well, if you get what I'm saying. So, yeah.
I know some of my experiences in the HBCU culture, like it took me a while to really get acclimated to how students interact with each other and, with the staff. But one thing I found now is like the plug is definitely at HBCUs. Like finding networking opportunities and finding people that's going to help you benefit and progress in your life is definitely here. Our motto is opportunities here. And for a couple years, I kind of just brushed that to the side. But now that I'm a junior, I really embrace it and use it to implement it in my academics and whatnot. Getting to know just the people in the offices, these professors, and they can really help you go to such a point. So that family aspect of it, I'll say, is definitely here. That's strong culture of just black excellence. And sometimes it wavers, but for the most part, that's what the foundation is. So it's clear.
I kind of feel the same way as Khalil. I know coming from Chattanooga, everybody in my family told me, go to a white school. They're gonna give you the money. You're gonna be close to home. But I was like, no, I want to be further enough but still close enough to home. And I fell in love with Alabama State because it was like homey. Like when I came here, I felt like I belonged. Like people didn't look at me like, oh shit, high school here. Like they was like, girl, this right here, you need some help. Like, and I was like, okay, like I can't mess with this. So the fact that you have all these black people here trying to be great, like, you know, people do what they want to do when they go to college, but still coming here tells people that you're trying to do something with your life. So to have all these black people surrounding you, it's just like, how could you not love it?
It's empowering.
Right.
Well, how I got here is the weirdest story ever, but when I got here, because I never visited here. I did take a visit here. And even though I'm here and had the opportunity to be here, when I got here, it was like one of the best things that happened to me, honestly. Like spiritually, community-wise, and black community, because where I come from St. Louis, Missouri. And with that being said, it was 2015 when I got here. My school is McClure High School University. I'm sorry, McClure High School. And it's literally 8 minutes away from Ferguson. If you know about what happened with the whole Mike Brown situation, things on E60, YouTube, and everything like that, it was a lot of like tension in the city, and it was like a who are you? I don't care about you. More so, I'm gonna keep walking. You know what I mean? So when I got here, I kind of wanted to change my mindset. I wanted to be around my people. You know what I mean? I wanted to be around people that would. I don't want to say my mentality because certain people were and certain people weren't, but I wanted to be around people that had the mentality of being great. I wanted to be around that had the mentality of being great and also my skin color. You know what I mean? Not saying that I had anything against white people, but when I knew about Alabama State, I really wanted to go to HBCU first, and I wanted to go down south. I was getting tired of the cold. Honestly, I didn't. You mess around, I hopped off the plane one day, it was 0 degrees. I can't think that. You know what I mean? So like, it was bundle up. For real, that's all you really can do, man. But so how I seen Alabama State, I'm like, the first thing I seen was when I typed in YouTube Alabama State University. It was a track video. Now I do run track for Alabama State, so and I seen how much like support it was like students coming from the track meet was in the cross place in Birmingham, and Montgomery and Birmingham is about like an hour 45, 2 hours, depending on how you drive.
Right.
So I just seen so many fans, student athletes, people that's in head positions like board trustees to teachers, and it was like, oh, so this y'all supporting how it goes, and I was like, man, I love that. So when I got to the campus, it was like, what's up? Like, we finna get on type of deal. So it was real home like vibes. It was like the first, like, it was crazy because the first day that I met anybody and I had made my first friend, it wasn't my roommate. It was a person from a whole different floor of mine in the same building, and I didn't even know. And we were two totally different parts of the map. Like he's from Michigan, Flint, Michigan. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. Now I have folks in Michigan. I was born in Michigan, but it was like, it's crazy how HBCU connects everybody together, and I loved it. And then from the start, it was like, yeah, this is where it's at. Even though I didn't push it, my parents more so pushed me because you told me I was going to college at first. I was like, you crazy. But like, what's up? But this is it now.
Okay. So like, if I'm gonna wrap it up, kind of like what I'm getting from like all y'all perspectives. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Is that like from like support as far as like staff and like the alums and the people in like higher roles, like the relationship is like really close. Like it's not like they're up here and y'all like barely see them around or they barely come out and interact with y'all.
But it depends though. That's the thing,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm saying. Like that's one thing I know about this HBCU, Alabama State. The year she came in and the year I came in were 2 totally different years.
Mm-hmm.
But it's crazy because you can see the different like levels of how things are going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
like
yeah.
in 15, it was when I came down here, it was more so you seen the president in the cab. You seen like people like Dr. Haywood walking around
It was a different
campus.
type of love.
It was like
For the institution.
way different because when I say you had people that you didn't know them from a can of paint, and they were somebody that was in the office like the I don't want to get called a bully. Like let's say we have a cashier. You even had seen them people like, hey, you good, baby? You all right? Go to this person, you know what I mean? This people will get you right, you know what I mean? Make sure you have these paperwork set out, and then so forth and so forth. But how did you feel?
I agree, because I still kind of feel like in a sense it is, you know, still like that, like with people in the cab, some of the faculty members. But I feel like what you said, I kind of agree that it's a year difference. You came in 15, I came in 16. So a lot of things can happen like in a year. A lot of things can change. And it's like just seeing, I came right after Dr. Boyd left. So I know that I noticed a real big drastic change. You know what I'm saying? So I will agree to that, but I will say that like Alabama State is starting to become more of like a business. And I mean, universities are businesses, they are, but I'm saying the way that they're starting to operate it is just like a business. Let me take your money, and that's what it's gonna be like. When you walk into the financial aid office now, man, y'all don't feel the vibe when you walk in there. I literally went into there, and it was just like, y'all know how it used to be, that lady used to sit at the front desk. You walk in, she, hey, how you doing, with her pretty little outfits on, got all her pictures, and it was just more open and more welcome. When you walk in there, it's just like, what do you need? Okay, let me help you. All right, okay. It's like the way that they transitioning everything is just starting to become strictly a business. You are here to pay me. I am going to teach you. I'm going to certify you when you graduate. I'm going to give you this piece of paper. It's going to certify you. That's it. Go. That's kind of what I'm getting from Alabama State now, and I can sense that it didn't always used to be like that. Because I mean, like I said, given the fact that when I came here, I came because of what I thought that I knew about Alabama State, that it was going to be love, that it was going to be what you experienced before I came here, and it's like I'm starting to kind of get disappointed with it. But don't get me wrong, I want to eliminate the fact that it has given me a lot of opportunities. There are some amazing people here, like professors and faculty members who really give, and excuse my language, a damn about this school. Not just this school, but the community and black people. I will applaud them for that. But as a majority, no, state ain't like that now. State is not like that no more. It's not, and I feel it. And I like when I just talk to other people on campus, they even be like, yeah, this school not even like that no more. And then you like every semester our tuition is going way up. They don't like the way they doing stuff now. These folks back on, if you ask me. And they embezzling money, if you ask me. My opinion. That's how I feel about state. I'm just saying. What y'all said? Y'all said the whole, give you the whole truth, the whole spiel. The whole spiel.
So let's flip that back to JJ and Haley. Like, y'all gave y'all perceptions when y'all came, like before y'all came. So now, like, as you've been there, like, what would you say about like those perceptions versus what you've experienced at your PW?
You know, the perception I got was, you know, we were becoming more urban, and that they were kicking minorities out of the university. That's not it at all. The thing was, our minorities, we were not taking advantage of the opportunities that we had in our city to make change. And people were afraid to be the token black kid for some kind of reason. And I understand why people are, you know what I'm saying, people are scared to be the token black kid. But if you never become the token, then you're not opening up opportunities for your, you know what I'm saying, other minorities. So you can't be scared to take that opportunity because your workforce or the workplace is not, you know what I'm saying, incorporate minorities, or the club not incorporate minorities. You have to be that change. Like, you have to be that person to go in there and say, okay, I'm the first of this kind, and other people will follow. So that was my initial perception to what is it now. So me, I've tried to open those opportunities for minorities necessarily. So that was my perception.
So like, did Memphis, like, you said it wasn't what you exactly thought, so like, what kind of did it shape out to be?
I think it had a lot to do because I was an athlete. Simply, athletes at Memphis, like, they are like hierarchy, and everybody looks at them and like, oh, like you run it basically, and they baby you, which is very bad because if you look at a lot of the athletes at Memphis, especially like study hall, work getting done, going to class, you cannot go to class for the whole semester and your professor gonna say you was there. Or even going to study hall, we have a lot of people who don't want to do their work, but the work gets done. So I will say simply being an athlete, it kind of was a downfall because we was babied a lot and we was treated, like higher up than what we were supposed to be. But at the same time, like it did make you realize you got to get it together and do everything on your own. I did visit Memphis and it was very welcoming. I will say that everybody was like a big old family. Like it wasn't like you said, just high school, like 13th grade as they call it. They welcomed me with open arms, and I visited a lot of other schools, a lot of D1 schools, and I was just like, this one is the most welcoming. Like I feel like a family, and being there, the track team is definitely a family. So
I get everybody's perspectives on like their school perception versus reality. So like as we talk about that and we think about that, I want to kind of go into the direction with everybody on like how they kind of shaped you to who you are today. So like I know like something, I think a common thread amongst like the HBCU, all four of y'all, is that there are some people on this campus who are really invested in like the community and y'all. And like I think that might be something, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, that might be something that you would see going to a HBCU, like multiple different ones. It's like something you can expect and kind of come to in reality. So like we have a different kind of view as a PWI, but I kind of want to ask y'all first, like how has that shaped you? Like what does having a teacher or a staff member invest in you and care about you in the community do for you? Like what does that say to you?
It actually makes you grow up, and what I mean by that is if a teacher gives you some type of assignment, some type of workload, whatever the case may be, they gonna uphold you to it being correct. Make sure that you have read the rubric and the curriculum of what was going on, the date that it's been assigned, and it's not gonna be a hey baby you did this. Nah, it's gonna be a look. This is what's gonna be there. I'm only gonna give you probably one time, or don't forget. But it like that's it. Like they gonna be on you. They gonna be on you because it's like I have gotten numerous of conversations with professors and teachers, and they would tell you like, look, baby, it ain't nobody out there in this world for you but you. Like it's gonna be get A or eat. Period. Like. Get A or eat. Like you're gonna be able to want to say, all right, forget everybody else. I'm gonna do it myself. I'm gonna be the only one that's gonna do it because after a while, you can be that person on the street asking for $2, and that's it.
I mean, as far as my professor, I hear it from multiple professors as when you come to Alabama State and you graduate, when you go into the real world, they're going to see you graduated from Alabama State. So as a student graduating from an HBCU, they already kind of don't take us serious in the workforce. So they want you to know that you're representing just not yourself, but you're representing us. And we want to make sure that when you leave here, they be like, oh, Alabama State, I don't know what's going on over there, but they're well prepared. They can compete with anybody.
That alumni so strong.
Right.
So like, I feel like, so having a professor or professors tell you something like that and instill that in you, that's gonna make you respect your university, but also like respect your work. Like you might not get it right, but it's more to it. Like making sure you're preparing yourself so the person that you come out of, like you said, as an alum, is like representing the university and like all the people who want to come to Alabama State, like they know what standard they're gonna be here to when they
as being a product of as the Alabama State University. They gonna look at it and be like, well, you came from Alabama State. What y'all got going on down there? So you have to represent yourself like in this institution a certain type of way. But I'll say for me, I have one professor that like this semester he took me on a trip to Selma. I've never been to Selma, but I love history. I really like history. Dr. White, I sure did. And I had you already knew. But anyways, Dr. White, he enlightened. For real, he real deep. He takes down every class, and it's worth it. It's really worth it. But went on a trip to Selma, and I had the pleasure of being able to talk to people 82, 84, 94, close to 100 years old. You know how much wisdom they was able to give us? And I mean, it was like real, raw, like, raw, like wisdom, like for real knowledge and stuff like that is kind of goes back to what they were saying. Like, it makes you take pride into coming from HBCU. Even though I do have my love and my hate relationship with my school, I wouldn't take I wouldn't be nowhere else. I love being at Alabama State University. I want my papers to say I came from here, and it's from moments like that, being able to go to places and talk to people who, you know what I'm saying, like have their doctrines in philosophy and in history and African American studies, and you know, them being African American and just taking so much pride in being black. And they want to give it back, because it's a lot of elders, a lot of old people who don't really like sharing their knowledge for real. I ain't talking about in school, I'm talking about just in the community, just out in life. There's a lot of people who don't like sharing the power of their minds, so to be able to talk to people who are old and feel like I've done it, it's time to pass the torch, things like that is like, you know, kind of what makes me hit reality with just life. And overall, the woman I want to be, like, you know, what I want to do, what legacy I'm going to leave, you know, what I'm going to give back to people when I'm 84, when I'm 94, you know, so it just makes you think deep, and it makes you take pride into where you're coming from.
So was there ever a certain time where, like you said, when you were speaking to older people, was there ever like a certain phrase or a certain quote that somebody that stuck out to you that made you?
It was this actually on that trip, it was this lady, they called her Queen Mother. And one thing that they did, every time someone spoke, they made us kind of stand and acknowledge their presence. When someone walked into the door, just acknowledge them out of courtesy. And I'm a very spiritual person, not a religious person, so one thing that kind of stood out to me, the Queen Mother, she kept saying, beloved. She kept calling us beloved, kept, you know, acknowledging us as being beloved. And she didn't like reference God or anything as a person or a human, she just kept saying creator, you're beloved, like the creator. You know, it was just kind of like, y'all should have just been there. This woman had tears coming out of my eyes, but it was just certain little phrases like that that just showed that she was wise, that, you know what I'm saying, like she actually lived to know that this life is bigger than addressing God as a him or she, or you know what I'm saying, like the creator of all things, whatever you believe in. You're beloved, whatever you go through, you know? It was just little things like that that just stuck out to me, like, you know, I'm actually talking to someone who experienced something. And she actually was in the education system, 1920, and I just found it so peculiar that if you change the 2019 right now, what you get? 1920. And you know, it just stuck out to me. Like, you know, you've been alive this long and you talking to me about being beloved and living life for the creator. Like, you know, it was just real powerful. And it was little things like that, little phrases like that. I actually recorded them. It was a 20-minute video. I had to record. I had to stand up and just be like, this is beautiful. Like,
the thing, like, it wasn't nobody from Alabama State, but it was my father. And he said, like, the quote that came with me to Alabama State was, make it to where you want to be able to sign your name off on it.
Ooh, okay.
So whatever it is, like let's say if it's you run whatever event you have, you making any video you have, you being walking down any runway, you playing any instrument, like make it to where like, yeah, this is Kevin Springfield, so this is person. You know what I mean? To like to the point to where like, who did this? Oh, it's right here. Okay, yeah, I want him to do it. I want her. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's one thing that always I have instilled in my schoolwork, and whether it be track, like anything, education, physically, spiritually, like that. Get it to where you can sign your name off on it. You be proud of what you did.
One of the quotes that I kind of stick with, or that really stick with my experience here, is success is not final and failure is not fate. And pretty much like that really resonates with me because my collegiate experience was so much of like a spectrum of really bad to really, really great. Yeah. So, like, I came in as a band student. So my college experience was immediately different from everyone else. Everyone else was meeting everybody in their class. I came in 2015.
We had a class there too, that's crazy.
Like,
no one cares.
But like, I was kind of closed off from a lot of my university for a long time because band, HBCU band, the myths that you may hear, I'll be here to tell you and prove like 100% they are factual. If not, like you can exaggerate them freely because if you sing drumline, you know something. But like for the longest years, I gave all my time to the band program and whatnot, and I was getting no immediate reward from it. I didn't see what I was gaining from it. But the experiences, and I can look back and analyze like how to deal with people, how to discipline myself to just sit back and watch how other people interact and get stuff in order to get a finished product done. All that, transpired into me being a regular student now and like flourishing. As soon as I got out of the band, it was like I was meeting a lot of campus friends and just getting into different organizations, networking with people. And I'll just say the success isn't final because my band success, like I felt like, oh, this is it. When I got to the top of the totem pole, I was like, I'm that guy. Can't nobody really tell me nothing. I'm just here. But then when I transitioned back to being a regular student, it's like, okay, now I gotta relearn the ropes.
Right.
And piggybacking off of what you said when you said it's really a learning experience going to an HBCU, like the HBCU has shaped me to be like really grow into a man. Cause problems I was faced that normally people would that would automatically break them, or like they just don't even know how to come at solving the problem. I don't even worry about it. I know it's a solution to it. Like, through all the things I've been through, especially like, okay, one of the biggest problems here, housing. A lot of students come here freshman year, after that, they don't have nowhere to stay. Normally, that's when you're a regular person, they go back home. They call it quits. But just the drive that I learned from the experiences I've had here, I can make it work. You know, so learning like, figuring out a way to finesse how to get a place to stay.
I'm glad you said finesse.
Real finesse.
Hey, let me stay with you for 2 days. I'm saying like 2 days.
I really done had to do that. Like sleep on a friend couch for 2 weeks. You know, hey, I really ain't got it, but you know, just let me in the cab.
It's a bad
and it's that love that's here that really like now when something come up and I'm faced with something that's, you know, presenting me with adversity, I don't even think twice about it. I know I can get through it.
Yeah.
So it's really just like
Teach you how to improvise.
And that's what the HBCUs do.
I also feel like
I
feel like that's the struggle. That's what that teaches you.
Yeah.
Because I learned how to improvise coming up out of the struggle. I already knew that before I even came. Like you talking about not having housing? Oh, alright, hold on. So President Ross, can we talk real quick? Something.
Yeah.
I'm going to whoever, like, you know, but I feel like that just comes from struggling and knowing how to present yourself, knowing who to talk to and how to talk to them. But I do feel like that you definitely get that from HBCU. But I feel like that's college period.
The generation kind of changing though because now because of the social media era,
Good.
you know
crazy.
that you don't kind of have to go to college anymore to be
Yeah.
successful. So I kind of feel like
Now
just tweeted about
y'all tweeting because see, before you ask your question, that's what I was finna bring up.
What
And then he started asking questions about PWIs. I had a whole different question.
I literally just tweeted about that. Cause
about
it was like,
success.
alright, did you watch Texas Relays or did you see that? So you seen LSU in Houston, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I love that shit. I love the rap shit. You know what I mean? So what happened was LSU was in second, Houston was in first. Houston and LSU had a good about, I wouldn't even say 20, that's too much. 12-meter gap. LSU just got disqualified last year when they had beat them. Houston beat them again before that, 2 times before they had got disqualified. So that bringing the backstory to it, I bullshit you not. The guy really ran this man down, and as he crossed the line, talking shit to Houston, like, "What's up?" Like, yeah, nigga, I'm like that.
That's crazy.
I love it. That's some shit.
That's hard right there.
That's hard. That's hard as hell.
That's
So what happened was the commentator says, see that right there, that's not what we do in track and field right there. That's not something that that's something that we despise of this and that. I literally had retweet. I quoted the tweet. I said, can someone tell the commentator that track and field has changed? Track and field has came to a point to where it's so much energy. You can smell when somebody is scared. You can smell fear.
You sure can.
You can I'm saying it's a whole different atmosphere. And go back to what I said. It's a go eat or get eaten mentality out there. And if you
and see, that's Memphis. That's how they trained us to be. Because of course, track is an individual sport, but we made it a team thing.
You gotta make it a team effort.
And nowadays they don't get that because like us, all the training we did, we got trained. Don't be scared when you show up to the line,
right.
Because if you show up all that shaking, jiggering back and forth, they know they gonna automatically.
And that's the same thing with how you saying when they said the 3.2, they trying to intimidate you.
Yeah.
Bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
They're like how they did it was, so why you have a 3.2? Well, nigga, this what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like I'm also a person that has to do this. Just like how you have a family, you have a social life, and you have this, and this, but afterwards, like
But
People
see, and
try
that
to
just
smell
brings
like
it
it,
down
bro.
to like being black and white. Like I said, a lot of millionaires, billionaires who are white, they didn't finish school. But then it's like, if a black person was to do that, they can be 3 times smarter than a white person, but they not gonna give us the chance
Yeah.
because we are black.
Yeah.
But that goes back to even when what y'all were saying earlier. I feel like as an HBCU student, it's more, yes, we want to help everybody, but the white people, they got each other.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta have no
Facts.
experience, and I'm gonna put you in the door.
Mhm.
So as black
Facts.
people, yes, we should
You
help
gotta get
everybody,
on
but
your
we
own.
gotta make sure that
Yeah.
we put our people in the door because they are.
I feel that.
So we have to be in those kind of positions to where we can say, yeah, we got people to come in that we know too.
So my question towards you all is, like when having your predominantly black friend group and your predominantly white friend group, when you go with your white friends or when you hang out with your white friends and have conversations and so forth, like, do you feel like, or do you see that your black friend group kind of despise you in a way of hanging out with them, or how do you feel about that? Like, how does that work?
So I would say that like it's a matter of like we take that leap forward, and then our friends start putting us back because they're not comfortable with that. And I think that's a lot of things that hold us back as a culture. Is that, like he spoke on, being comfortable being uncomfortable, and that's just really unfamiliar to us, and it's just really like it's odd to us, and we're not comfortable around that. Therefore, we pull our friends back when they make that leap. Because you gotta look at things like with him, with me, with her. Even though we were in that PWI culture and stuff, we didn't like go change. We didn't go trade or nothing like that.
Right.
We just did something different. Did
More
something
so to
ourselves.
adapt.
Yeah. So and it's not even like adapt is a word that can be used, but I would even say their life is not the way that it's supposed to be living. Our life is not the way. It's just life. Therefore, instead of saying adapt, just add this to my tool belt.
True.
And
True.
It's worked out well for me. And if my friends will put more energy into saying, okay, I want this out of life, this is how I'm gonna get it. So maybe I need to talk to this white person. Maybe I need to talk to this lady that I don't like because my friend don't like it. Like just doing things that we're not comfortable as doing as a people.
Getting
And
to
things.
know
Right,
yourself.
that's just changing your mindset.
And-
Getting to know yourself.
Yeah, and cause I mean for me like internships, networking jobs, that's not even a word for me. Like that stuff was taken care of because I got out of my comfort zone. Him, he left that part off as well. He transferred to UTC as a sophomore and is the SGA president of UTC. Therefore, he stepped in day one. He listed all these things he wanted to do, from fraternity, from SGA president, from winning top mark. He's top mark of the school, which is like homecoming king. All that different stuff at a school. How many students got? 11, 12,000?
Yeah.
And how many black students? Like under 5,000?
Yeah. No. We got like 700 and something black students.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it's like, what, 8%?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So with that being said, it's a matter of stepping out, and instead of us still clicking, that's your chance right there. Okay, we got a black president. Let me try something new this year. Let me try this year.
That's like the states. Yeah, we got Obama and all, when we had Obama. I understand it.
So, but to your question, they definitely pulled back. And the saddest thing that I think that I see in my PWI at the moment is the presidents of organizations that are black people doing things on campus. You're gonna see the same rotation. You got one president that's the president of 5 organizations. Another one, 5 organizations. It's hundreds of organizations. You got black presidents, but it might be 10 of them running 20 organizations. Instead of, other people taking them steps. So
So I have a question for you, okay? Because I kind of can relate in a sense, like I said in the beginning. I come from Chattanooga, but then I moved to Riverdale, outside of Atlanta. So I'm kind of diverse myself. So my question to you is, how do you respond to your friends who kind of reject you in a sense, and kind of not with what you're going on? Because I know for me, like I keep saying about self-awareness and knowing yourself, because I'm starting to know myself. My black friends can't tell me to cut off my country music. My black friends can't tell me don't go talk to Sally, Beth, and Lucy. You can't tell me that because I know who I am. I know that the conversation I'm having with these different people is not the same conversation I'm having with you. So my question to you guys is, how do you respond to your friends? Does it make you pull away from them? Does it make you want to do your own thing? What is your response?
And then I'm gonna tag team it with you because I think we both speak this way. So one side of it, I speak numbers and I speak facts. Therefore, I'm gonna say, you complaining about the country music, you complaining about what I listen to. Look at the revenue streams on a country music song versus a rap song. Like, that doesn't make it better or this and that, but I have a reason why I'm listening to it, because there is a formula to that works. There's something about a country song that makes it last over time, longer than a rap song will. What is it about it? It's because of
What they talking about.
Yeah, what they're talking about. It's substance. I enjoy the substance, and I can relate to it. Same thing while I listen to rap music. I enjoy the substance. So it's about like what do I need out of the song is what I tell them about that. But when they tell me about my friends or who I hang with and this and that, I'm gonna say I decided what I want out of life and I know who I am.
Right.
You sitting here, you sitting here playing the game with the same friends you've been playing the game with, and all y'all sitting here talking about is how y'all gonna get what y'all want. Why don't you bring in a friend who dad might be doing what you want, who uncle might do what you want.
Yourself around different people.
But then, even then, like going off of everything y'all have said, if they trying to tell you how to be and how to act, they don't meet them. They don't meet them. So that's
Don't hang
me.
yourself around.
Exactly, and that's me. That's why I think I'm so quick to be like, okay, I don't need you, or you're not really my friend. That's why my circle is literally me.
Yeah, I don't have nothing.
No, I have friends. I got home, so I have to stop saying that.
Okay.
But I don't have like just one set. I don't click up with people.
Right.
I'm cool with all different type of people, no matter where you
Yeah.
come from, because I relate to so many different people
Right.
in so many different ways. I can relate to every last one of y'all in this room. And I don't talk about on a personal
See,
level,
and
just experience.
not everybody thinks like that.
Yeah.
And that's just like goes back to asking how do you handle those certain situations. It's just like if those people don't think like that, don't put yourself around them.
I mean, at a certain point, you gotta separate yourself.
Right.
Because like people don't understand, like we heard in church today, it's a levels to this. Like people gonna pull you down. You won't reach that next level if people not thinking like you.
Exactly.
So if they not thinking like you, then you gonna stay down here. You're not gonna be up here where you're supposed to be.
Right.
So you gotta create that culture, and you also gotta create that vision of people, and you gotta view, you know what I'm saying, what do I want out of a friend?
Yeah.
And at that point, you gotta, okay, Miles my friend, Alex my friend, Haley my friend, because we're all trying to reach the same level. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And
as,
even then, we're helping each other
yeah,
go
exactly,
to where we want to go.
Exactly, yeah.
And a wise man once did tell me, you gotta also have people in positions that you're not even in yet. Even those need to be your friends. Because you can't always be the smartest one in the room.
Right.
Sometimes you have to be not necessarily the dumbest, but you feel me? You gotta listen sometimes too.
Right.
So you gotta be around people who know a little bit more than you, but you also gotta be around people who know less than you, because that's how you give it to somebody else.
Right.
But then when I'm around other people, I'm taking from somebody.
Right.
I can sit back and I can learn, because you don't always gotta talk either.
Right.
But yeah, that's it.
But people don't understand, like, that goes back to you have to be a servant before you're a leader. So you watching your friends do stuff that you want to do eventually, they're the lead in that position. So it's not, don't be afraid to learn from your friends. Like, he just bought a house. I'm like, man, now I want to buy a house. I got the ability to buy a house because he bought a house. So don't be afraid to be a servant before you're a leader.
And on that note, I think like we wrap up and say as far as HBCU, PWI, there's a few points that you need to know, like going to both. You gotta make sure that you willing to step out of your comfort zone.
Both.
Yeah. You're willing to surround yourself with people who are, I would say, also willing to step out, but also willing to reach them goals and motivated in their own right and own way. And you gotta also be willing to let them people go as you grow. You might not, your friend group, I'm sorry to tell you, it's probably not gonna be the same as it was when you came. Not saying it won't, but it probably won't be. Not
That's
all
okay.
of them. And that's definitely okay.
It's a good thing. It's growing. That's my
Self-aware-
favorite.
Self-awareness.
Self-awareness.
I also say is your professors or somebody on staff can get you to where you need to go if you're willing to put the work in. So I would reach out. It might be 5 no's before you get that yes, but if you want it bad enough, then you can use them till you paying for them, use them to your advantage. But we're gonna wrap up with that. You are watching the Couch segment with the Hoe, and we at
Alabama State University. Y'all see how I turn real quick?